Happy Sunday, everybody. So last week I was asked to play a song called Trust His Word from the Majesty hymnal, and I did not know that song. That was new to me, and I couldn't recall it. And they told me that it was in this hymnal, so I'm going to play it. But when I do, I want you to know that I have that hymnal up here, so if you have a request out of the Majesty hymnal, I do have it. And then someone very kind, Sharon Castro, sent me the new Majesty hymnal, the Rejoice hymnal, which you guys have heard me talk about the Rejoice hymnal I love so much from Tempo Publications, but I did not have the Rejoice hymnal that was published by Majesty Music. So she made sure that I have a beautiful spiral bound copy. So if you know a page number out of that new hymnal, it's not actually new, I think it's like 9 years old, but it's new to me, then please feel free. I have those two hymnals up here tonight, so I'll play out of them. But this one, first of all, is Trust His Word. I thoroughly enjoyed learning that and reading it. I played through it literally at like 8:25, so I enjoyed learning that, but it's very fresh on my mind. And then I have two here that were sent to me over email. Let's see here. And the first one is called Jesus the Shepherd, and it's a fun one. The words are super tough to read. They're real small, but it says, I have a shepherd, one I love so well. How he has blessed me, tongue can never tell. On the cross he suffered, shed his blood and died, that I might ever in his love confide. One more that was sent to me over email that was asked for a lot of times. I don't know, it seemed like a few weeks in a row. This song was really requested, and I did not know it. Well, then quite a few people sent me the music. So it's Will There Be Any Stars in My Crown? So this particular one, actually, one of my former piano students, Michael Cowan, sent me this one. So he said, I heard you saying you didn't know that song, so I wanted you to make sure you had it. So thanks for this very clear, legible version. It's always nice when I can read them. So. And this one, I'm going to call this Variations on Will There Be Any Stars? Because I don't know what it's actually supposed to sound like. So if it's one of these 2 or 3 ways, we'll see. So. I don't know which way it was supposed to be, or if it was more like, you know, like. So whichever one suited you, then I hope I managed through it. So, okay, and now I want to play as many of you guys' requests as we can possibly manage. So Josh, my husband, sits behind the camera, and if you're new here, if you people that have been watching this for a long time, you already know what I'm about to say. But he sits back there and reads the requests as they come in, but he's also managing the 3 cameras and YouTube and Facebook comments. So if we don't get to yours, please, I hope you enjoy the music all the same, but we'll get to as many as we can.
Yes, I'm doing the best I can, but it's, alas, it is but a small amount that I can get to.
You have a much harder job than me, so.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that so many people are watching, and we're very glad that you've taken your time to
Absolutely
join us.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also so many comments that, you know, used to one would come and then another one would come. Now they pop up in like 10s and 15s, and so
we get to read them the next day.
Right. I literally don't see so many of them, and I don't know what the solution to that problem is, but I'm doing all that I can. So hopefully if you had a song that you really, really, really wanted to hear played tonight, you know, maybe you should just pray really hard that'll be one of the ones I see. Okay. All right. But we'll start it off. I don't think I know this song, but I thought I'd give it a try.
Okay.
Because we had pretty good luck with that last week.
We'll see.
On all the songs you said you didn't know, you were able to play. So it's called Pass It On.
Pass It On. I don't know it, but I've heard of it.
It may be in one of those hymnals.
Okay.
I don't know.
I have seen it in a hymnal. I know that, but not sure I know it. So let's see. Nope. It's Pass Me Not, All Gentle Savior is the only one in this one. So
okay.
That'll be a fun one to learn.
Well, the next one I know you will be able to play. We may have even done this one last week. I know we've done it recently, but and that's When We All Get to Heaven.
Sure.
And then the next one is A Mighty Fortress is Our God.
That's a big one. just a half a second, I thought, I'm going to regret not opening the hymnal for this one. So I just hung on for dear life and went with it. So, whew, that's a big song.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so for this, I'm going to address this. It's the second week in a row that we've had some sound issues, and I'm not sure. I haven't been able to figure out what it is. I'm a little bit concerned that it's coming from our streaming platform.
Okay.
So y'all bear with us. I'm not 100% sure. Everything that I can monitor on my end sounds good, but I went back and checked the live and it doesn't sound good. And apparently the things that I tried didn't repair that this week in some areas. I don't know. I'm really actually a little bit confused because some people in other parts of the world said it sounded fine. So who knows? Anyway, maybe we'll have it better next week for some of you. I Stand Redeemed. That is 346 in the Rejoice.
346. Okay, I was about to say, I know another I Stand Redeemed, but this I Stand Redeemed. Yes. Okay, I know this one too. I think that's one of my favorite Ron Hamilton songs. So he has just given us a wonderful, wonderful, I don't even know, collection, if that's even the right word, of powerful doctrine through beautiful music. So I love his music. So I'm enjoying playing out of these books tonight. This is fun.
Okay, so someone asked a question, which I feel like we haven't answered very many questions lately. And they said, do we have any dogs?
We do have a dog. So funny story about my little dog. 10 years ago, when I was teaching in a classroom, one of my 7th graders came into the classroom and she said, I was Miss Raines at the time. Raines is my maiden name, by the way. I'm married to Josh and he's a Blanton. But she came in and she said, Miss Raines, my dog had puppies. Do you want one? And I was in a conversation with another student and I barely heard her. And I turned and I was like, sure. And I went back to that other student and that was all we ever talked about it. And 6 weeks later, to the day, she came in and she said, Miss Raines, my dad is bringing your puppy after school today. And it was January. And she's like, he'll have your dog ready for you after school. And I said, my dog? And she said, yeah, you said you wanted one of the puppies. And I said, I sure do. And her dad came after school and delivered that little puppy to me in a little milk crate and blanket. And we took him home. And we've never had an indoor dog. We're more outdoor dog people. We live in a good area for it. But he was a puppy and he could not stay outside. It was 20 degrees that night and we were singing somewhere that night as a family. So he had to stay inside the house and we set him up a little area. And oh man, it was a rough few weeks. My dad said, you didn't really think this one through. And I said, I definitely didn't think it through. I didn't think about it at all. And we still have Elliot. So that's 10 years later. And he's just precious. So he's an old little guy, but he runs around and has a good time doing it. So I named him Elliot. I'm nerdy, so I named him Elliot after George Eliot, who's one of my favorite authors. He wrote Silas Marner. So
yes. So he's a
took
pretty,
me a long way to tell about the dog, but we do have a dog.
he's a pretty good dog
He is.
overall. Every now and then he causes some problems in the neighborhood, but
Just a few. So, oh, we love him.
okay. And no, we don't have any cats.
Nope. No
There are a
cats.
few strays that wander around from time to time, but that we don't claim them. All right. One more question. What fingering do you use for your arpeggios? 1, 2, 4 or 1, 3, 5?
I definitely don't use 1 through 5. It's more like one. It depends on the style of the arpeggio. If it's a 4 note, so I usually use 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't ever want finger 5 to do, pushing up or have something crossing under 5. So I'll usually do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, or if I'm doubling the bottom note, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. So my hand moves up the whole time.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay.
That was a quick illustration of how to do them.
Okay. All right. I have some just page
That's
numbers,
fine.
but I'm a little bit nervous
Okay.
without knowing what the song title is. Not that it would be anything bad, but it's nerve-wracking to me for whatever reason. I'm not the one playing it to not have an idea of what the song title is. So if you put page numbers in,
Okay.
please go ahead and put in the title of the song too. All right, this is very much not a Ron Hamilton song.
Okay.
Up next, and that's I Saw the Light.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and the next one I believe would be in the Rejoice
Okay.
Hymnal, Nail It to the Cross. You probably don't need it.
Nail It to the Cross. I know that song, but I don't think it's in the Rejoice hymnal, but I'll play it, or the one I know.
All right. I hope that was the right one. I don't know if there's another one. Majesty.
I see someone said, thanks to Calvary. That's a wonderful song. If you want to see the whole version of that song, my granddad was on an episode with us. That's been a couple months ago now, but he sings that song, so it's there. So, and
I
then
think it
I'm
was
going.
39, if I remember off the top of my head.
Oh, is it? Okay. Wow, you're good.
I might be wrong, but I just saw it the other day, and I think that's the one it was.
Okay. And then this is, I just saw this passing through. Jesus Hold My Hand, which I have not played in a while, and that's a fun song. So.
"176, The Secret Place," I believe is the title.
Okay, let's see if it's 176 in the It is, yes. Okay.
"Wings as Eagles."
You have a page number?
I don't.
I
know
don't want
it's
to
in
mess
there.
it up by trying to do it without the hymnal, so I will use it. 682. Man, you guys are requesting some great songs out of this book.
And we're just going to do a couple more. We'll cut it a little bit short tonight.
Okay.
I've got some things to attend to. So, but
We want the sound to be excellent
yes,
for you guys.
it really actually
so
bothers me a lot.
We're going to work on it and fix it this week.
We'll figure out what's going on with that, hopefully. And then, so I've got a few more, 3 or 4, and I'll probably add a couple to the list, but we might
It's funny.
cut it a little short.
As we've grown in things that we've added to make this better and better, then every new thing we add is a new thing to learn how to fix when it's not quite right.
It creates more potential problems.
It's funny. It's like, yes, it's much better this way, but some days, the old time days where we used to just put the phone on the tripod and someone would stand behind it and try to read the request, if something went wrong, you knew what it was. And now there's too many things. So that's a fun problem to have, but we want it to be good for you guys. So this is Wings as Eagles.
All right, and I have, what sins are you talking about?
Yes.
All right, I have one to wrap it up
Okay.
on my list. If you have anything that you wanted.
I don't think so. Whatever this is, I'll end with Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior. So I saw that when someone asked for Pass It On, I saw Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior in the index of the hymnal, and I thought, I want to play that song. So
Okay.
that will be, Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior will be the last one after this one.
Do a quick rundown of what's new on the website.
Oh yeah, so I put 2 new sheet music arrangements up over the last week and a half, including Wonderful Grace of Jesus, which has a tutorial attached to it on YouTube. So if you watch the YouTube tutorial, the arrangement is super close to that, and I just have it written out what I'm doing. So that was a lot of fun to do. It was a hard one to write out because I really wanted to include a lot in there, so I enjoyed that. So it's on the website, and I also added several of the beginner arrangements to the website available individually. So if you have someone taking lessons or if you're learning and you just want to see the arrangements and not get the whole course, you can get several of those arrangements on the website. But I've had a lot of you message me and tell me you're taking the beginner course, and that is so fun. I love having people be able to learn to play the piano by learning hymns. I think that's just a wonderful way to do it. So thank you for doing that, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. But we've got several new YouTube videos this week coming out, so lots of fun stuff. So
Yes.
I enjoy sharing the music with you.
All right, so this is, I'm beginning to think this could be our Sunday night live theme song.
Okay.
Do you want to take a guess?
Honestly, I don't have a clue.
Okay.
They're all running together right now.
He's My King.
Oh, okay. That's one of my favorites from the Redback, so I always enjoy playing that one. Okay. That's going to be a pretty jarring transition from He's My King to Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior. So thank you for joining us. I'll play both of those back to back, even though they don't go together at all.